we've had a lot of questions about this potential sale of Chad and Tammy's house. Do we know anything about that?
Yes. I don't know the buyer, but I do know a lot more about it.
Oh,
now.
can you give us some scoop?
Yes, you are the first. This is what did we decide last time? I bring the tea and Dr. John reads the tea leaves. Is that what
There we go. Perfect.
So yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if there's a lot of reading tea leaves in this situation for me, but bring the tea, please.
Yeah, well, okay. So and I'm going slow on purpose, everybody, because I always have to think, you know this, Trisha, what am I allowed to say?
Yes,
What can I say?
exactly.
So I don't know who the buyer is. Let's just lay that out here. So sorry, everyone. I do know that the buyer is a business owner in the community
Mm-hmm.
and there's a bit of mystery here too. I'll tell you, allegedly closing on July 28th. That's the
Mm-hmm.
close date. That the business owner, that's this alleged, this community member, that's this alleged business owner in the community, knows about the case, and that they're going to put it under an LL so that they never know this person's name.
Okay.
And there is a bit of confusion. So this is the mystery part is the two people that went to look at it claimed they were family friends, and no family that I've talked to, the varied family, knows who the
Mm-hmm.
buyer is. And that allegedly they're planning to do possibly a GoFundMe to raise money for a memorial, but no family knows about this at all.
I mean that.
And there is varying opinions, and I would say the majority of families very hesitant about any type of memorial. So I don't know.
That's kind of surprising because you would think any memorial would have to involve the family saying, getting permission and because you would want their permission. I mean, I applaud a person buying it and wanting to do a memorial, but not to go through the family is a little bit sketchy.
Yeah, so there's the confusion. So there's something very secretive and sort of mysterious about this
Mm-hmm.
buyer and this closing.
Well,
So there you go.
Angela Conley has brought up a conspiracy theory, and that is that it somehow involved East Idaho News. Do we know that or no?
We don't, but I've wondered about that too, because this person claims that they're going to get a lot of money from a GoFundMe. And I have wondered, East Idaho News has their Secret Santa,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of business owners backing them. But you would think that they'd go through family too.
You would think.
So that's definitely crossed my mind.
But
So
we'll just have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see.
yeah, so there you go. I do think that there's going to be a lot more to this story. I'll just say that from my intel that I'm getting, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's move on and you'll keep us posted, obviously, Lauren, on anything on this house, because I'm happy to hear that it could possibly be a memorial, but we're just going to have to kind of wait and see what really happens with that. Okay, so let's get right down. Yes.
Chime in quickly. I wonder if this is just speculation here, but I wonder if this is going to be like the Daybell version of Graceland or something.
Oh boy.
I don't
That would be
believe
terrible.
I don't believe that's the case, but there's a whole cottage industry in true crime. I'm sure you know this, Trisha, but
absolutely.
There's a whole cottage industry of what's called murderabilia, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people do tours of homes, right? There's all kinds of there's a cottage travel industry around this. So I don't know.
Yeah, that would be the worst case scenario.
This is just pure speculation, but because we don't know the buyer, but I wonder. I've said to Lauren, I wonder if this is going to be a Daybell Graceland type situation. You pay $10 at the door, right, and you walk through. I don't know. I hope not, but we'll see.
I hope not too, because and here's the thing. The fact that the family doesn't know anything about it, that's what really bothers me.
That's what's bothering me. Yeah. And that they allegedly said that they were close to family members.
See, right there. Dishonest. If true, that's that's dishonest, because they're close to family members. The family members would know. And they could say, say it is a memorial for Chad, not for Chad, excuse me, for JJ and TYLEE and Tammy. But then, like you said, Dr. John, turn it into, $10, come take a tour. And, part of the money goes to a foundation, something like that. I certainly
Yeah.
hope that's not it.
Well,
That would
I could
affect
see,
those close, there are so many people close to this house that just want to move on,
Right.
including the prices across the street. They've been through so much, and, just this is such a tight-knit, beautiful, peaceful community. I'm sure it would be the worst nightmare.
and
Exactly.
I don't know, they'd have converted from residential to there's probably a lot of steps they'd have, but I don't know. I mean, that would be, I think in the wrong hands, something like this could go astray pretty quickly,
Very
right? So
quickly. Yeah.
that's just my concern. That's probably more about my fears. I think if it is a business owner in the community who purchased it, I don't think that person would necessarily do that. So I think they'd probably respect the community. I think the scenario I'm thinking of would probably be more someone from outside the community that really doesn't care about the community and,
Right.
just wants to turn it into this circus type situation.
Exactly.
That's true.
Exactly.
That's a good point. Yeah, that is reassuring. This is a local. So you're right. That makes it a little bit more reassuring.
That's a little better. Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
we'll keep our fingers crossed on that. Okay. One of the biggest questions that I get all the time